Hello everyone, welcome to Getting Ready for Fine Dining. My name is Landry and I have been taking a business dinner etiquette class, and I'm very excited to share with you some basic etiquette that you can use on a business dinner so that you avoid embarrassing yourself and make sure you show the professionalism when discussing with different people. So you are very lucky today if you have been attending different business dinner with business partners for an interview, or maybe trying to get information about a given job posting. The question is, how can you be so sure that you are ready today? And lucky to hear everything about business dinner etiquette. So in this video, we are going to be talking about different practices, best practices before dinner, during dinner, and we'll look at the positive impacts of practicing good dinner etiquettes, as well as looking at what do you do after a dinner. So first of all, we talk about what to do before dinner and the meal itself. So you need to do a research, know the person you are meeting, be on time, preferably 10 minutes before the dinner starts, and also you need to wait for everyone, for the host or hostess to sit before you sit. If you are sitting on a table, you need to wait for that person who is hosting the dinner to first sit, and then you can also take a seat. So when it comes to ordering what you are going to eat, you need to make sure that you are not ordering the most expensive item on the menu, since you are not hosting a dinner. And you can probably ask for a recommendation from the host of the dinner so that you know what to take. For instance, you would ask for what the person prefer, and you can take the same to show that you are interested in what the host is taking. The following part is how do you use your napkin before you start taking a dinner. So we'll have a napkin here, just an example to use, and you might find it somewhere here unfolded in different parts, and you will need to unfold it and have it on in a half, and after having it in a half, you will post it on your lap. So you need to make sure that everything you are doing, like unfolding it in a half and putting it on your lap, everything needs to happen under the table so that you are not causing any troubles on people on the table. So after talking about how to use a napkin, we are going to talk about the use of utensils. So on a table, you'll find different utensils to use depending on different courses. There is an appetizer, there is a main course, and there is a dessert. So when you look at the utensils themselves, the knives and spoons are on the right side, and the forks are on the left side, and you also have other utensils. So specifically, you need to make sure that you are using outside in rule. What we call outside in rule is that you start, for you to know the first course you are taking, you need to base on things which are outside, and you come into the plate of your main course. So which means if we have this spoon outside here, and it's a sauce spoon, for instance, you know that you need to start with a sauce since it is the outside utensils. So apart from that, when you are using utensils, let's say you are eating meat or something else, you need to make sure you know how to use a knife and a fork. So a knife and a fork is used when you are taking like a fork on meat, and you use a knife to cut small pieces. And with the American style, when you are cutting small pieces, you cut something and then you need to switch. You need to put your knife above on a plate, and then you take you switch your fork into the right hand, and then you take a bite of meat or something like that. So apart from that, you need to know what can I do for the waiter to make sure that, to show that I'm done or I'm not done with my meal. So when you want to take a beverage or you want to go somewhere, you need to make sure that you take your knife and your fork and put it with some space between them, with the fork looking down like this, to make sure that the waiter knows that you are not done with your meal. So if you are done with your meal, you need to make sure that you do the same with some space like this, small space, but with a fork looking up, and that will show your waiter that you are done with the meal. So those are some of the practices regarding the use of utensils. So after that, we'll look about what to do during the meal. What are the best practices? First of all, you need to wait for everyone on the table to be served before you start taking your meal. And also, you need to avoid talking when your mouth is full of food, to make sure that you are having a good conversation with people on the table. Again, you need to remember that the business dinner is about the business, not only about food. So you need to make sure you are talking to people, showing that you are interested in what they do and everything. So after that, you will also need to know what to do after dinner. So after taking your dinner and your host brought you to dinner, you have to do different things after the dinner, maybe 1 day or 2 days. Before you leave the table, you need to grasp everyone's hand and thank them for having a conversation with you. Again, after, you need to write a thank you note. You need to thank the host by showing what you liked about the restaurant that you used, the hotel, what you liked about the dinner, what he or she shared with you, if it's about the the job posting we're looking information about, and all those things. All those preparations looks kind of difficult, right? But not very true if you have done the practices. So now you might want to be doing different practices with your family, with your friends, to make sure you will be prepared the actual business dinner. So please be doing different practices, and if you want maybe to know more information about different table manners and business etiquettes, you might visit Etiquette Scholar. Before I finish, what if you have brought something like a belonging in dinner, a bag or something like that? You need to make sure that you don't put anything like your bag on the table. For instance, if I brought this bag from my work, you need to make sure that you take a bag maybe below the table or somewhere away, so that you are not putting anything on the table. So thank you so much. This was Landry, and I hope you start practicing to different dining etiquettes, and make sure that you are always professional and getting everything out of the business dinner and what you planned with your business partner. Thank you.